Hey everyone! For today, we are going to talk about why you shouldn't buy the Hermes Birkin bag, a critical analysis. So, if you are looking for a reason why you should not get the Birkin bag, you are in the right place. Anyway, my name is Sigrid. You may call me Ziggy. I talk about luxury handbags, real estate, travel, finance, and minimalism in this channel. So, let's go ahead and talk about it. As we all know, the Hermes Birkin bag is a status symbol for the rich and famous. It also cements your reputation as part of high society. So this video aims to really provide a balanced perspective on why one should reconsider purchasing such an expensive luxury item. So the first topic is number one, exorbitant price tag. The Birkin bag is so expensive and they range from different amounts, especially in the secondary marketplace. You can buy them for 24,000, 25,000, depending on what is the condition of the bag. They get really, really expensive. And if you buy them in the store, they're between 11,000 all the way up to 50, 60, 70,000, what have you, just depending again on the type of leather, whether they are regular leathers that Hermes creates, or they are also in exotic skin, such as the ostrich or such as the crocodile, that type of thing. So these bags are so expensive, but the production cost really is not that much. And spending this much amount of money for a handbag is really, for the most part, impractical and financially irresponsible for most people. So I suggest that if you guys are trying to buy a Hermes Birkin, that you have to really, really understand how much it really will cost you to buy certain things and stuff, because you can buy something much more with the $10,000 or $11,000 rather than spending it on a bag. You can go on vacations, you can do other things other than just having a one bag that's going to be sitting in your closet forever, right? So, yeah. So that's one. And number two, ethical concerns. There's ethical issues surrounding luxury fashion. And, it talks about labor exploitation, the environmental impact, and some unsustainable practices that the luxury industry does. So really, let's talk about environmental impact. These leather goods, obviously, they procure all of these leather items and stuff to make them. And it's a lot when you really think about it, you guys, right? So also, they're also using exotic skins from maybe endangered animals, that type of thing. So there's a lot of, environmental factors that you really have to consider when you're buying all these bags. And so for the most part, luxury handbags too, and in the luxury world, if they don't sell things, for example, Louis Vuitton, for example, if they don't sell things, they just destroy it because they want to maintain their exclusivity. And I would argue that Hermes wouldn't, obviously, they will not destroy their Birkins, obviously, because these are handmade and it takes forever to do it. But they control the supply. So that's what they do, right? So that the exorbitant prices would remain the way that it is. And so, there's also some people complaining about labor exploitation and stuff like that, which is obviously, we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, and who knows what they're doing really, at the back. So we don't really know about those things. So third point is limited accessibility. So as you guys know, there is exclusivity behind the Birkin bag and how it's so difficult to obtain them. It could take us about a year and a half, 2 years, to even up to the extent of 5 years. And as you guys know, I have been in my Hermes journey for quite a bit, and I haven't even gotten one. Although I got the Constance 18, I'm still waiting for the Birkin. So that's how limited availability they do have, and it's being really really controlled in a way where the brand just only gives it to specific certain people who actually are spending on certain items in their stores. And so, it's basically leading to this exclusivity is leading to elitism and snobbery in fashion circles, really, because it's sort of like, hey, if you don't have a Birkin, then you don't probably belong to our group, or you're not part of the elite, right? So, you know, it's like, oh yeah, no, we're not hanging out with you, that type of thing. Obviously, that's just me saying that, but one can argue that that really happens, in real life. And so I think that it is better to support brands that are more inclusive and accessible to the broader range of consumers, because again, these Birkin bags are very limited in their accessibility. And so, point number four, alternative investments. So, there's other alternative investments besides, just buying the Birkin bag. You can instead put your money towards investing stocks, in real estate, and some experiences, which is, for some other people are more fulfilling anyway. If you have money in the bank, you have security, you have peace of mind, and it's a better investment in reality rather than just having one bag sitting in your closet. That's the reality. Real estate is such a great investment. It's you live on it, you stay there forever, you gain equity from your real estate properties and stuff like that. And with experience, you will have all of these memories that you will have with your family, and you'll never forget about them. You've got these wonderful, beautiful photos of places you've been to, which are even far better than just staring at just a single bag in your closet, which sometimes you can't even take out because of the fear that, number one, there's people who might just grab it from you from the streets, or rob you for it, that type of thing. So it's I think that these alternatives really offer a more significant returns for personal fulfillment rather than just having a luxury handbag. And that's the reality. Topic number five, or point number five, you guys, practicality and functionality. If you really analyze the Birkin bag's functionality as an everyday accessory, one may argue, especially with the Birkin 25, you can't put it in the crook of your arm. It's just basically like, just so you can hold it. So the design really may not be very practical for everyday use unless you have, the Birkin 35, which is, some people will say that it's too heavy to carry for everyday use too as well, right? So there are a lot of more functional bags that are out there that are even cheaper, and actually, that are less expensive. So practicality and functionality is another thing to consider. And obviously, point number six is depreciation in value. And so one also might argue, and they will say that, oh, hey, Birkins don't depreciate in value because they're Birkins. So, well, let me argue with that, because, these bags, they do depreciate if you actually use them, and they are scratched up, they're dinged up, and all that stuff. In order for you to be able to get the most money out of it, if your intention and your goal really is to resell it in the secondary marketplace, is to make sure that your bags are really in good and pristine condition. That's the only way you're not going to get your bags, depreciating in value. So, obviously it's rare. I mean, Birkins are very rare, but obviously, it's still, they do depreciate in value in that manner. And, consider it for long term. What are those financial implications for investing in a Birkin bag? Does it affect you in your, personal financial journey? How does that affect you? So those are the things that you also need to consider when it comes to, depreciating in value. So to conclude this topic, you guys, I really would want to challenge everyone and to really critically think about their purchases with whether you really want this Birkin and it aligns with your values and your priorities. So remember, there's a lot of other luxury brands out there and fashion handbags that you can buy without breaking the bank or compromising on ethics. If you have enjoyed this video, you guys, I would encourage you to please do like and subscribe to my channel. Again, my name is Sigrid. You may call me Ziggy. I talk about luxury, handbags, real estate, travel, finance, and minimalism in this channel. Thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye for now.